We're celebrating Bourbon and Beyond. As you know, bourbon is celebrated at Bourbon and Beyond this weekend. And yes, bourbon is, you talk about all the great acts on stage, bourbon is the main event. And if you're going to do the main event, why not do it with the very best? Kentucky Peerless Distilling Company. And with me now is Caleb Kilburn, and Caleb is the master distiller at Peerless. Welcome back, Caleb.
Hey, thanks for having me back on.
I am so glad you are here. Okay, when they say Bourbon and Beyond, you know, everybody, oh, music acts, it's going to be great. But the bourbon side of it really takes the main stage, doesn't it?
Well, it's a great synergy between the two. You have something for a wide demographic, and we're actually able to cross over. People who come for the music, we're able to interest them in bourbonism and our Kentucky spirit. And then on the other side of things, a lot of people who are interested in the bourbon are able to go to one location, experience a lot of different brands, and they're able to attend some really nice seminars. And that's going to help educate them and really show them a different side to the industry.
All right, a little bit later in this segment, Peerless has been nice enough to give us tickets to give away to you. If you were smart enough and jumped in there at wave3.com and just clicked on contest, you have entered to win our prize package. And Caleb, let's talk a little bit and kind of tease it. Coming up here, 2 VIP tickets, right, to Bourbon and Beyond, and that's for the entire weekend.
Absolutely.
All right, and then also 2 VIP tours, or is it 4 VIP tours to Peerless Distillery, right?
Yes, but there's one catch. People who entered, even if they didn't win, if we don't announce your name at the end of this, you're still going to get a tour of Peerless. You still get to come, just print off some registration that you actually entered. We'd love to give you a free tour.
Oh, my goodness. And wait till you see this. We have a few images we may throw up there. But Peerless is state-of-the-art. And when you talk about fine Kentucky bourbon, they take it very serious. I think one of the differentials when you're looking for something that separates you from the competition is the fact that you prefer sweet mash, not sour. And for those who are novices like myself, what's the difference, Caleb?
Okay. So I'm going to be doing a really deep dive on this at Bourbon Beyond, so 1:15 on Sunday.
Yes, good.
Come and check that out.
I'm glad you said 1:15 on Sunday. There's the information up on the screen. Yeah, Caleb, the master distiller for Peerless, is going to give you a little bit of an educational experience. Okay, but in a nutshell, what would you say?
But in a nutshell.
Okay.
So when you're talking sweet versus sour mash, it all relates to the ingredients that you start the process with. When you talk about a sweet mash, you're going to start with fresh grain, corn, rye, barley, fresh water, and first-generation yeast. Use it one time, you get a very sweet, very floral beer, and then I'm able to distill a lot of character into my product. On the contrast, if you use a sour mash, it's more similar to a sourdough bread. And while that sour, gritty taste, that's the signature flavor of certain French toasts and things like that, it's much the same when you talk about it in whiskey, but it's not quite as desirable in that facet. So when you distill a sour mash, what's going to happen is it's going to have kind of a sour, gritty taste that, like I said, it's great in French toast. I don't personally like it as much in whiskey, and so you have to distill a little bit of that out, and there's some collateral damage with that, stripping out some of the fruits and some of the grain character.
I think it's interesting that Peerless is the best of both worlds, in that your owner, Corky Taylor.
Yes.
Yeah, Corky Taylor. It's generational. It's a family business. It's gone on since how long? For how long now?
Since 1889 until 1917 was the original run.
Woo! So there's the original run, but now you're a state-of-the-art distillery. Some of those images that we saw out there, you take this very seriously because it is a science. You don't want guys who, it's not just about, don't get me wrong, respect the Prohibition era, but also the new product is fantastic, right?
Well, thank you for that.
A little mix of both.
It's really a fusion of this old world artisanry with this new world execution. We're able to take a lot of technology devices, put them and employ them at Peerless, and it doesn't necessarily replace any hands-on approach. It actually enhances it. It's similar like cruise control on your vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Cruise control doesn't mean that you're any less in the driver's seat, but it improves your consistency. It makes you a better driver.
Oh, nice analogy. I think that works out real well. Okay, you know, the world is very aware of Peerless Distilling Company. Let's talk a little bit about a trip you're about to make to San Francisco in October, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
So we're going to be going out to Whiskey Fest. We've actually been good partners of them, and Whiskey Advocate Magazine, who's kind of the parent of the Whiskey Fest shows. They show up in Chicago and New York and San Francisco, and it's really these large epicenters where people come by the hundreds to come and see and learn and get exposed to new whiskeys. And it's not just bourbon. They go for rye, they go for Scotch, Irish whiskey. They go across the world for it. And so one of the things that was my personal coolest experience at Whiskey Fest was in 2017 in New York. We were actually presented the number 15 whiskey in the world, according to Whiskey Advocate, for that year.
Oh my goodness! So
and we were the top-ranked rye, and we were the only one to ever make it with a young whiskey. Selfishly, I was the youngest distiller to ever make the list, so that was cool.
That is cool. Yeah, I mean, you've got to take pride in that. My goodness, I can't imagine how many distilleries there are throughout the world. I mean, now they exist everywhere. How much are you enjoying, Caleb? How much are you enjoying this bourbonism and the popularity of bourbon, especially here in Louisville?
Hey, I'm blessed. It's an amazing experience every day to get to go and do something that you love and you're passionate about. We're blessed.
Yeah, blessed, but it's well-deserved. Again, Peerless, we're about to give away our big prize package. All of these accolades, though. Tell everyone a little bit about the VIP experience that you can have. Now, if you entered the contest, you already have it, and it's absolutely free. However, what kind of things will they see that you think separate you maybe from other bourbons in the city?
So when you're talking about the Peerless Tour in general, you're going to get a full, under one roof, grain-to-bottle experience. It's not going to be something where you're seeing a showpiece for a distillery, where it's a representation of a much larger operation. You can go and see, like, man, is all of this product made in this place? And a lot of times the answer is no. But when it comes to Peerless, that's our only facility. Outside of Peerless, we've got a barrel warehouse, and that's just Mother Nature doing her job. You're going to see milling, you're going to see cooking, distilling, barrel filling, barrel aging, and all the way to the bottle, which is the fun part, of course.
All right, at Bourbon and Beyond, okay, you mentioned you're going to be there Sunday at 1:15,
yes,
giving your seminar. Now, the owner, Corky Taylor, will be there at 4:15. What kind of subject matter will Corky cover? Is it more of the history of, or what is his speech
It's
about?
really going to be a combination. Again, he's going to be beside some really amazing CEOs and the leadership of several large distilleries, and he's going to be speaking about reviving his brand, reviving his family's legacy. Because again, this isn't something where Corky just set up one day and said, you know what, I want to get into whiskey. It wasn't some shot in the dark or some money hunt. This was about reviving a family's legacy. Because again, this has been generations up his family tree, and for years they've been disciplined, choosing not to sell off any brands, and they really kept their eye on the prize. At the end of the day, Corky cares much less about the financial statements and more about our reputability and position within the industry.
Yeah, I love the fact that you're going to get a taste, that nostalgic taste, but you're going to get it with state-of-the-art techniques, which enables it to even be a finer bourbon. All right.
That's why we're a good team.
You are a good team, exactly. Let's talk about some new releases that are coming out. It's amazing, isn't it, how you guys can bring out a release and it'd be gone the next day. For those collectors, it's incredible. So when will we get announcements about new releases? I think everyone's excited about that.
Well, I am anticipating to have some more bourbon available in the next month or so. Of course, the barrels decide. Everyone says that I'm under a lot of pressure to get the next batch out. I have no pressure. It's simple. If it's ready, it's ready. If it's not, we're going to be waiting a little while. You can look on our social media and always come by and check our gift shop. You're going to see new single barrels becoming available. I think I've got a few batches that'll be exciting here in the next month or so.
Right. When I hear someone as knowledgeable as you, and you look like you're pretty excited about this, that makes me smile. Okay, again, get ready for a new announcement, new releases, and of course their appearance there at Bourbon and Beyond on Sunday, 1:15 and 4:15. Okay, I think it's about time we give away this prize package. So here's what it consists of once again. It's 2 weekend passes to Bourbon and Beyond and a VIP tour experience at Peerless Distilling Company. So this is big stuff here. Weekend pass, that's good for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Great acts like the Foo Fighters, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Daryl Hall and John Oates. They're all going to be there. So I hope Tammy's ready with the drum roll. If she's not, I'm probably going to have to lean on you, Caleb, to do a little drum roll.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we got both. I got Tammy here, and I got you. Excellent. Very well done.
Oh, she's doing it in your ear.
See, this guy is multi-talented. He can do a drum roll, and he's a master distiller. Okay, here we go. The winner is Carlos Lucio. I hope that's pronounced right.
Lucio.
Lucio, is that right?
Yeah, we talked to him earlier.
Oh, you did? You've talked to him. You gave it away.
Yeah.
Carlos Lucio. Congratulations to you, Carlos. You're going to be attending Bourbon and Beyond for the entire weekend and a VIP tour. Thanks to everyone who has entered. Caleb, I always enjoy talking to you. Now this bottle is too pretty, though. Real quickly, tell me a little bit about this bottle. Look at that.
So this is our small batch bourbon that just came out this past June. When we launched this product on a Saturday, I was expecting it to be enough for, a couple weeks. It's our first release. And before 5 o'clock, we were done. We were out. Yeah, it quite impressive. And I'm really proud of our team for putting something together like that, and just the reception that we've been able to have here in the state.
You know what? That's respect for you and what they do at Peerless, because, you know, as you know, bourbon connoisseurs, they talk. They get out there on the internet. They've got their own little message boards, and they get to each other. So if someone tasted this who really knows bourbon, they said, get it. That's why it sold out.
Well, beyond that, it's actually shown up on the secondary market. I mean, you're able to see people who have came to our release, bought this bottle, tucked it back, and now they're on the internet selling it for around $200.
Wow. All righty then.
Yeah, so it's jetting up in value, and it's good for us. It helps the demand, and it's really a testament to the team at Peerless and what we've built.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, I'd rather have it for the tasting, but if you want it for investment, hey, that call is yours. Again, congratulations to Carlos Lucio. He is the winner of those tickets to Bourbon and Beyond and the VIP experience. All right, coming up.